Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be exploring a topic that we talked about pretty recently on the channel, and that is unlimited stash space, but this one is taken to the next level. It's pretty insane, and I think you guys are going to like this one. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one, of course. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more Escape from Tarkov content. I hope all of you guys are enjoying patch point 16. I know it's a little crazy when the patch dropped with things just not really working too well for a lot of people, but seems like things have stabilized a little bit, and hopefully you guys are getting some raids in. I had a great vacation, got back very recently, and I'm ready to hop on Tarkov myself. But one of you guys in Discord let me know about a little something that's pretty broken, I'm not gonna lie. Let's hop in. So we very recently on the channel, maybe a month or two ago, talked about the Partisan Bag and how it allows you to have unlimited stash space. It is purely infinite, and it hasn't been patched yet, even in the brand new patch .16, and as recent as just a day or two ago with patch 16.0.2. The Partisan Bag will give you 8 spaces, I believe, of infinite free space while stacking another Partisan Bag inside of it, which I will show you now. And I apologize if you can hear the clicking, but I do want to show you this if you've never seen it. It is truly infinite space, and I don't even know how many Partisan Bags I have in here. I do want to be very clear that it does get to a point where it becomes slightly risky to do this, just in case they ever fix it, and you get yourself into a situation where the bag bugs. You're going to have to delete everything in the bag. I have a situation right now with this thick case, which I don't know if it's fixed or not, but previously, anytime I try to put something in this space right here, I would get a game error and I'd have to reset everything. So this entire case is completely bugged. I can't use this part of the case unless I delete it, unless it was fixed in .16, which I haven't tested yet. So let's try it. There we go. So still not fixed, and the only way that I can actually fix that case is if I delete it. Which, obviously, I'm not going to delete a thick case. I just won't, put stuff in that little portion of the case. I don't know if there's a way for this to get fixed or not, but, Nikita, let me know. So, just to show you, here's the bug case, and that stuff gets reset after the item moving bug, or item moving error, because the case is bugged, hence why it is labeled bug case. And that could happen to your Partisan Bag in the future if anything would go wrong, and that is not something you want to go wrong. It's very frustrating. And it is genuinely one of the worst bugs in the game, in my opinion, especially for a thick case, but it can happen to any container. And, if it happens to a rig or something, not as bad as if it happens to a thick case. But there is a way right now to have truly unlimited space, and it is way riskier. But if you want to try and exploit it, you can. And I'm going to show you how to do it here today. It is so risky that you can put every single one of your thick cases into one thick case, and it's risky, and I'm only going to risk a couple cases here today. So we are going to head to the flea market, and we are going to go to the backpacks, and we are going to be looking for the Christmas Terra Frame, which is going to be right here, the Mystery Ranch Terra Frame backpack. It can only be the Christmas edition, so go ahead and pick yourself up as many of these as you want. This video could cause these bags to skyrocket in price. I don't know how many people know about this bug, glitch, exploit, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if there's been videos on it previously. I just saw someone post in the Discord, ask if there's going to be a video on it, and I was like, absolutely. I'm going to tell the fam about this one. So, we have the Christmas Terra Frame in our stash, and I just want to show you something. You see how this is yellow? That's because any case can go in to the Christmas Terra Frame. Any. So let's just take a case that I don't think I care about a ton. I have stuff everywhere, so I apologize for it being such a damn mess. So you know what? The perfect case to do this with is going to be the bugged case. If anything would happen, then I don't mind losing that one. So let's take the bugged case, and we're going to place it in the Terra Frame. It's in there. All right? It's in the bag. This is the only bag in the game right now you can do this with. Now, are you ready for step 2? So, in the case I have the Partisan Bags, I have made space for the Terra Frame. You ready? Do you see what we're doing yet? Do you understand what we're doing? So then we're going to buy another Terra Frame. Okay? And then this thick case, we're going to put in the Terra Frame. And I think you understand where we're at now. This is truly unlimited stash space. Now, if one of these bags bugs, you're going to have an issue. All right? You're going to lose everything. And thick cases aren't cheap. So this is one, guys, I mean this, I genuinely wouldn't recommend doing it. I think it's too risky for you to do. However, hear me out. If you want to take in like items cases into raids, I think you might have some use case there. I think that is something you could do. I think if you wanted to risk that, it's very, very cheap. What are items cases? Like 1.2, 1.4 million, somewhere in that range. If you wanted to do that, I think that is perfectly acceptable for you to do. So right here, I'll show you, I've pretty much deleted all the regular items cases off of my main account here. But I will show you, we have the Terraframe Christmas Edition right here. And if we wanted to put this item case on our PMC, we can do that. We can take items cases into raid right now. And you can see I don't really have anything important in here. But once again, you can do it. And that is half the battle, just being able to actually do something. So this essentially gives you unlimited stash space to the maximum capacity. You know, I could take all of this room and pretty much get rid of it. Let me show you the icing on the cake, though. It's not just thick cases, it's everything. So we're going to take our... We actually have a Terraframe here. So we're going to take our Scav junk box, and we are going to put it into the Terraframe. And now we could buy multiple Terraframes, and we could put them into a thick case. So just assume we have a thick case that has all this space open. You could then take your Terraframe, put it here. All right. So Terraframe, 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 Terraframe. You might even get 6 in one thick case. I'm not sure. But you essentially free up all of the junk boxes now. The Terraframe Christmas Edition is, in my opinion, the very best bag in the game right now for this reason. And it's very risky if it gets nerfed because you could lose everything. What's supposed to happen is the next time you log on after something like this gets fixed, you will see it in your sorting table. And what should happen is you should have every single one of your thick cases or your junk boxes in the sorting table. But the sorting table sometimes also does the item moving bug, and if you get it and the item disappears, it's gone. If it doesn't disappear and it's just bugged every time you move it, then it's either staying where it's at or you're never getting it back. So there's risk to this, but in my opinion, if you are not attached to, you know, all these barter items and all this useless shit, you know, it's a lot less painful to lose all the barter items than it is to lose the thick cases themselves. So if you just put one thick case up for storing your junk boxes, I think that's acceptable, and that's a risk you should be willing to take. The junk boxes themselves, they're like 1.5, 1.1 million, somewhere in that range. Extremely cheap. All the items in it, all this stuff is replaceable. You don't have to put your best items in here if you are hoarding, you know, whether it's Slim Diaries or whether it is, you know, GPUs or whatever. You don't have to put your best stuff in there, but all the stuff that really doesn't matter, like everything in this case really doesn't matter. You putting that in your thick case in these backpacks makes sense to me because it's all stuff that is really, really cheap and doesn't matter. So, guys, this one's insane, man. This is one of the best storage methods right now in Tarkov. It's too good. It's going to get patched at some point. The fact the Partisan bag hasn't been patched yet is incredible, but the fact that this one hasn't got fixed yet just tells me there's not a lot of people that know about it, and, you know, there's no way it doesn't get fixed. I'm telling you now, it's going to get fixed, so abuse it at your own risk. I'm telling you now, it's one of those things that it probably wasn't supposed to happen, and take advantage while you can, whether that's taking items cases into raids, or whether that is just freeing up some storage space in your stash. Do it at your own risk, but I hope you guys take advantage while you can, because it will really free up some space for you. I think I might buy a couple of these Terraframes and sell them for like 2 million on the flea when you guys see this video and everybody goes nuts. So if you want them for 2 mil, hey, I got you. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.